Sure, lawmakers have sought to establish uniformity in our criminal justice system for years. The doing away with the hanging judge, while in the same courthouse or in a neighboring county you'd have a far more or notoriously lenient judge. In those situations, the same offense and committed in pretty much the same way, or I should say, neither having an aggravating factor or overwhelming mitigating factor, where you committed the crime or were accused of committing the crime. If you chose to plead to it or were convicted, you may be in the wrong county and in front of the wrong judge, and your sentence will be closer to the maximum, as opposed to the guy that committed the same offense with that was committed in no more egregious of a manner, and there were no more mitigating circumstances than the guy that got hammered by the hanging judge. Is that fair? Does it call for uniformity? You're talking about a situational issue, for sure. Everything's analyzed on a case-by-case basis. At the same time, it's a lot of luck does come into play. A lot of luck and who you get assigned to and where. Let's take the state attorney's office, prosecutors for Broward County, as opposed to the Fort Lauderdale City Prosecutor's Office. Right? You have a client that comes in, picks up a charge, a theft, a misdemeanor, and you find that it's being prosecuted by the city attorney, as opposed to the Broward County State Attorney's Office. Now this rarely happens, but it does. Most cases are prosecuted or fall under the jurisdiction of the Broward County State Attorney's Office. They assume jurisdiction. But let's say you get a case, and whoa, this is a city case. I mean, right away, you can pretty much guess how the case is going to go. You're going to get, you've got such an excellent chance of having the case dismissed through a diversionary program that is it's a breeze. It creates a tremendous and an incredible break for the individual who is charged and prosecuted by the city attorney's office. The manner in which the diversion is set up and what's required, like a general release, that's something that the city, let me see if I can get one of the city attorney's office requires as a condition of their admitting an accused into, I don't know if you can see that, into the program. And the program is loose term for it. It's usually a fine and completing a class. If you're talking about a possession case, possession of marijuana, very small fine, and complete a 4-hour class regarding marijuana. Within a couple of months, you're back in court, your client's back in court, or not, but the paperwork's in court. Tell the noun that there was a completion of the program, case is dismissed. These cases are worked out before you even step foot into a courtroom. These cases are pretty much resolved in the attorney's minds the second that they discover that their new client's case is being prosecuted by the city attorney's office. And this isn't to say that the city attorney's office isn't doing their job. It's just their view on what kind of punishment they believe fits the crime. Broward County is a little bit tough when you talk about their county prosecutors, the Broward County State Attorney's Office. Neighboring counties, take DUI for example. You can get into a diversion program for your first DUI in Palm Beach County. You can get into a diversion program for your first DUI in Miami-Dade. That is not happening in Broward County. There's no diversion for first-time DUIs. There's not. If you've never had a ticket, you've never been in trouble, and you've been arrested for DUI and you're in Broward County, don't even bring that stuff up. It's not going to help your case at all. what is going to help your case is developing either a factual or a legal defense and getting in there and fighting it. Otherwise, you're going to plead to minimum mandatories. That's all there is to it. There's never been a diversion program in Broward County for DUIs. And there's a strong diversion program in effect in Palm Beach County, strong diversion program in Miami. So is that fair? Is that uniform? Basically, you're getting a get out of jail free or get out of trouble free card. These diversion programs that are thrown at you if you pick up that type of charge in the right county. In fact, they send you to those courts that preside over the diversion right away. They send you there automatically, right? Meaning that you don't have to go before the judge and ask for admittance. They send you straight there. Actually, you got to ask not to be admitted to some extent. That's mainly in the drug court cases, but talk about drug court again. But yeah, it's enough to boggle the mind sometimes. Sometimes it's but what do you do? It's a far from perfect system.